Hi, in this video we will introduce to you a mathematical theory that was used to define a certain representation of the world. But first, let's take a look at what is cartography.
The art and science of graphically representing a geographic area, usually on a flat surface such as a map or chart. Moreover, cartography and maps are closed. Indeed, the trigonometric formulas are often used. Cassinis triangulation is a historical geodesic method that played an important role in determining the size and shape of the Earth. This method was developed by Jean-Dominique Cassini, an 18th century French astronomer, and was used to measure the distance between Paris and Perpignan in France and the distance between Paris and Greenwich in England. Cassinis triangulation method is based on the principles of trigonometry, which allows the calculation of angles between three known geographical points. These points are usually vertices of triangles, which lie on a great circle of the Earth's sphere called the meridian arc. By measuring the angles between these vertices, the length of the meridian arc between them can be determined, which is an important measure of the size and shape of the Earth.
The main formula that is used to measure distances is this one. The ratio between the sines of an angle and its opposite side is the same for each angle. In practice, when Cassini needed to measure a certain distance between two geographical points A and B, he placed a northern point C, which nearly to A, which is stood on knowing distance between A and C. He measured the angle with a simple protractor, the ancestor of the theodolite that was used by aiming the other points to measure the angles. The use of the sines formula allowed Cassini to determine the distance d. D is equal to A times sines beta divided by cosinus alpha plus beta.
Although there were other useful formulas, like the Al-Kashi formula, which is a general case of the Pythagorean theorem. This was the easiest way to calculate very large distances. Indeed, the scientists repeated these measurements, creating a series of triangles to measure even larger distances. However, Cassinis triangulation has been replaced over time by more modern methods of geodesic measurements, such as laser ranging, GPS, and satellites, which are way easier to use today. The disadvantage of this method is that we had multiple straight lines together to evaluate curves, so it is not very accurate.
Nonetheless, the results of the measurements showed that the Earth was slightly flattened at the poles, which was an important discovery at the time. Even some decades later, with more precise tools, a scientific team used Cassini's method for a project that has led to the creation of the metric system. To conclude, this historical method remains an important example of the use of spherical trigonometry for mapping and geodesy. The measurements made with Cassinis triangulation provided a better understanding of the size and the shape of the Earth and contributed to the creation of standard measurement systems for France and the world.